So in today's video, I'm going to be planting some garlic. I'm going to be planting hard neck garlic and soft neck garlic. So please stick around and join me. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please take a moment to click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified of any new videos I have posted. Now, if you've never planted garlic before, I would recommend that you find out what zone you're living in. It's best to plant garlic at least 2 to 6 weeks before your first frost, and that's going to allow your garlic time to form some roots and get established, and that's going to give it time to really grow into a healthy bulb of garlic to give you a more robust flavor. Now I came out earlier and I added some well-aged manure to my raised garden bed here. I also added some bone meal, which I didn't record it, but the bone meal is under this manure that I'm spreading out. Bone meal is a natural fertilizer that's really going to help my garlic to develop stronger roots and thereby help to produce me some really nice big healthy heads of garlic. Now this area is in full sun, so my garlic will be getting about 6 to 8 hours of sun. The soil is fertile and well draining, so I'm hoping that I will really get some really nice healthy heads, bulbs of garlic next year. The soft neck garlic is going to store way longer than your hard neck garlic will store. It will store anywhere from 6 to 12 months. Your cloves on your soft neck garlic are going to be much smaller than the cloves on the hard neck garlic. You will get more cloves from a soft neck garlic than you would from a hard neck garlic. I find that soft neck garlic has a more milder taste than the hard neck garlic. Another thing that I really like about the soft neck garlic is that it has a movable neck, which is really soft and pliable, and that's going to allow you to braid it. When you get ready to store it, you can braid it along with some other garlic into those beautiful braids and store it that way. Now with the hard neck garlic, your cloves are going to be much bigger, but you're not going to get as many cloves from your hard neck garlic as you did with the soft neck garlic. They both grow the same way. The hard neck garlic, the reason they call it hard neck is because the neck is hard. It's not pliable and movable like the neck on your soft neck garlic, so you won't be able to braid it into those beautiful braids when you get ready to store it. It will grow an edible scape. You will see it growing from your garlic, and it's just a normal thing that happens to hard neck garlic. So when you see the scape appear, it's just a flowering bulb that's going to appear on your garlic. You want to cut it out as soon as possible. You can use it in your salads and things, so you can't eat the scape. Your bulb is going to put a lot of energy into growing that scape, and that's going to take energy away from growing you a nice bulb of garlic. So you want all that energy to go into growing your garlic. So cut that scape out as soon as possible. Now I find that the hard neck garlic gives you a more robust flavor. But as I mentioned, the drawback is it doesn't store longer. So if you really want garlic that will store for a longer period of time, then I recommend the soft neck garlic. So when I get ready to separate the cloves from my garlic head, I like to make sure that I leave as much of the white papery covering on the garlic cloves as possible, because when I plant them, that papery covering is really going to be like a protection for my garlic. It's going to, number one, it's going to prevent my garlic from forming any types of growth or sprouts until the garlic is able to establish an adequate amount of roots. And also it's going to protect my garlic from any type of microbes while it's trying to grow. So I try to leave the papery covering intact as much as possible. Now I am planting 2 different varieties of soft neck garlic, and I am planting 4 different varieties of hard neck garlic. So I have quite a bit of garlic to separate. Now you can separate the cloves from your garlic head a day before, but I don't really like to do that. I like to just separate them on the day of planting. So I am going to be planting here my garlic. I am going to be using the square foot gardening method. which means that I will be planting 9 cloves of garlic in a square foot. Now I've already marked it off. I'm planting chestnut red garlic starting here. Chestnut red garlic is a hardneck garlic. Now when you get ready to plant your garlic, you want to make sure that you plant it the right way. So you want to make sure that you plant it with this side here in the soil, and then you want to have the pointy end of the garlic sticking up from the soil. So I've made my holes, and I am going to be planting the garlic at about 3 inches deep, about 6 inches apart, and that's going to, as I mentioned, that's going to give me 9 cloves of garlic in a square foot. Now, believe it or not, this is the first time I've grown garlic in a raised garden bed. Normally, I plant my garlic in my grow bags, so I am just so curious and excited to see how my garlic is going to turn out by growing it in a raised garden bed. So what I did was I made my holes ahead of time because I have so much garlic to plant. And once I plant all my garlic, I am going to come back and cover everything up. I am so happy I finished planting all of my garlic. So now I am going to add a layer of 1 inch of mulch. And I am using leaves now. I like to collect leaves throughout in the fall, ground them up with my lawnmower and save them and use them for mulch. You don't have to use leaves. You can use grass clippings. You can use straw. But I just happen to have some leaves around, so that's what I'm using. And then once I finish spreading out the leaves, I am going to give it some water. Okay guys, that is it. I have finished planting all of my garlic. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure I keep it watered, not heavily watered, but make sure that I water it and keep it moist. But then as the winter time comes and the frost sets in, I will cut back any type of water into my garlic until the springtime, because normally we get rains, we get frost and things, and that keeps the soil moist. So I really don't do a lot of watering in the wintertime for my garlic. But I do try to make sure that my garlic doesn't dry out. So make sure that the soil in where your garlic is planted, that it doesn't dry out. If you find that it is drying out, then you can give it some water, but not a really heavy watering. You just want to make sure that the soil stays moist, because if you give it too much water, then your garlic bulb may rot, and you don't want that to happen. So it's really a self-sufficient plant. Once you plant it, there really ain't much to do except to wait for it to grow. So whenever it starts to growing, I will be back and I will show you the next steps to caring for your garlic. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please share the videos with your friends and your families. Give me some comments. I love feedback from my videos. I know you're watching it. Let me know how you are enjoying the video. And if you planted some garlic, let me know how it turned out. Till then, I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.